Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zak's Traders Cafe for Monday, the 14th of April. Starting off with the S&P, which I suppose, if you're a bull, has done what we wanted to do in the last couple of sessions. Hold above 52.20, which was the summer support, and head towards the broken support line projection, 54.30. In fact, according to the spread bettors at the moment, we are actually already at that particular level. Need to see an end of day close above that line to give us the chance of filling the gap up to 57.70 over the next week or so. Moving along to the Nasdaq, and here has been obviously a problem child, but the last two sessions rather more stable than the previous ones, and the end of day close back above that support line projection target 18,500 should be enough to give us the prospect of 19,500 or 600 by the end of this week. On the downside, hoping that the 18,000 zone, maybe 17.5 at a stretch, the old August support would be the floor for the market now that the tariff situation seems to have been resolved, perhaps not in the way that Donald Trump was looking for it to happen. Moving along to the stocks, and starting off with Bullfrog, and here we've broken out of this falling wedge or triangle, $1.70 the level there. The initial target obviously is normally the 50-day line, and we've managed to just nudge that. Next, looking for the main resistance here on the way down, $2.90 plus, hopefully later this month. If you're fussy, you want to see an end of day close above the 50-day line, $2.18. Moving along to critical metals, which should be in vogue at the moment, given the tariff nightmare and China blocking or the exports of critical metals. So it should be, the clue should be in the name here. That means that we've got a sort of rounded formation anyway, or base formation anyway, and at the top of that base, top of that triangle there, the rising trend channel rather, is up to $5, which we're looking for by the end of next month, while we remain above the floor of the channel there, $1.60. Moving on to Ceribell, and here the situation is that looks as though we've got an overshoot through the floor of that falling trend channel from October, so the nominal floor there around $12.20, and above that, looking for the shares to at least get back to the support area on the way down, $16.77 over the next few sessions. Don't think we've looked at the next stock very much, Marketwise, but here we appear to have a rising trend channel base, and $18.20 the target, while we remain above the 50-day line, now rising at $11.79, and hopefully we can get to $18 by the end of this month. Next up is a stock which does ring a bell, but I don't think we've looked at it for a while. It's rather unfortunate that the price action looks like a heart trace monitor, but we've got another of these spikes, and hoping that this spike, with the 50-day line rising quite well, will be the final one ahead of a potential breakthrough the top of the range at $14. Obviously, 20 plus has been the destination for the shares as the year high, but we'd like to see the shares remain above recent resistance around the $6.50 level. Neckline resistance in order to break through the top of the range. Regencell is probably the most covered stock we've had in the recent past. A very active situation currently between the support around $22.80 and $40, which has been flagged before. End of day close through 40. We could be rushing towards 60 by the end of this month. Ideally, we stay above the $30 area, which was and has been recent resistance in the trading range. Moving along to Recursion, and here overshoot to the downside, it would appear, with the gap down and then the gap, well, two gaps down and then the gap up. So bear trap island reversal, one of our favorite setups, and above that resistance line there from the end of February around $5.60, we're looking for at least $7.20 by the end of this month, but basically hoping that the shares remain on the right side of $5. Moving along to our last stock with no feline intervention at all. We've got Schrodinger, and broadening triangle, the top of the triangle there at $30, looking with that while we're above the 50-day line at $22.23. Ideally, we just stay on the right side of $24 ahead of a move to $30. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.